and Galeer, the kings of the ring. Dropkick the Commute, we're just getting started still. Mufussy and Galeer.
Hello and welcome to Dropkick the Commute. One of us is in a car and I'm in my room. MrGaleer, how are you today?
You just outed me. What the fuck?
What?
You said one of us is in a car.
Yeah.
And then you said, I'm in my room.
Yeah.
So now they know it's me.
You, yeah. They know all the time. Every episode they know.
No.
They know it's you.
Oh,
Look me up.
no.
I don't have a license.
So what? Just because you don't have a license means there's no record of you anywhere. He doesn't have social security card, no birth certificate.
Stop.
Nothing.
Don't tell
This guy
them.
doesn't exist.
Oh my God, Galeer, you didn't answer
Hey,
my
you're gonna
fucking.
You're
answer.
gonna out me? You're gonna out me? I'm gonna fucking out you, pal.
You
All
didn't
right?
answer my fucking question.
What?
I asked you how you were.
I was fine, and then you want to do a podcast on Friday? I'm Mufussy.
Is this real?
Fucking.
Is this some real heat? Are we airing
I
out
like to
grievances
blur, I like
on the
to
podcast?
blur the lines. I like to blur the lines a little bit.
Oh my God. You know who else likes to blur the lines?
Who?
CM Punk on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, man. That's it's a hot topic there.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
You know what's going on? What's going on with him? He's so polarizing.
He's the most controversial man in sports entertainment. No, but CM Punk opened Raw with a really good promo. He's like, oh, I got one thing. And he points to the sky. And everyone's like, what are you pointing to? He goes, you know, sometimes there's a WrestleMania sign there. And I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm going to finish my story. And I got some favors that are owed to me and all this stuff. And he's like, basically, what's next for me is I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm going to win the Royal Rumble.
Do you think he's going to win the Royal Rumble?
I don't want him to. I'm going to be honest.
I think he's gonna.
What if they run it back and Seth wins the World Championship from Gunther and then they have Punk and Seth face each other at Mania?
Well, that would make more sense. Just CM Punk doesn't need a Royal Rumble win to get the main event at WrestleMania, you know?
Yeah. It's true.
I truly believe, even though the history books don't show it, that I truly believe that the Royal Rumble win should be used on guys that, like, are gonna get that, like, huge push.
Yeah.
Like I was saying last time, you know, Priest, or like Ilya, or like even Gunther could be a good one, you know. But historically, it's always been like top stars for the most part.
I would argue even Cody in 23. Like, Cody didn't need the 24 Royal Rumble win, but Cody winning in 23, that made sense. Because that was like a huge push for him. I know, he was coming back.
He didn't... Well, given everything that happened with The Rock after anyways, like,
yeah.
He did not need to win the Rumble this year.
Yeah.
But he did. But historically, it's always been like a pretty big stars. You know, John Cena's won it like 3 times. Randy Orton's won it 3 times.
Yeah.
Or he's won it twice. I don't know. But, like, you know, Brock Lesnar's won it a few times.
Has Punk ever won it or no? I don't think so.
No.
No?
He had a good case for winning it in 2000, and I only know this because I'm doing my list of matches every year. In 2010, they had the first ever 40-man Rumble.
Yeah.
And that was when Punk was, like, leader of Nexus. So he had all the NXT guys, like, protecting him. And he, like, made it pretty far. And then, but other than that, like, 24 was probably the closest he came to winning it. He's never been, like, final 2. So, I don't know, maybe he'll win it. But, like, this is, like, Punk is a prime example of, like, he doesn't need to win it.
Right. I agree.
There's, like, so many other ways you could make it make sense, and then also still have Punk able to get what he wants, you know?
Yeah, especially with that favor that he has now. He can cash that in and do whatever.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, who knows? We don't know. But Seth Rollins was pissed. He came out and was like, I can't believe that you guys worked with Punk and Punk helped Roman and all this stuff. And Sami Zayn comes out and he's like, yo, well, I asked you first, man. I asked you to join us. And he was like, you created this monster and all this stuff.
I think it's funny because Seth is like choosing to be a hater on this episode. He was just like, he was picking fucking beef with everybody. It was too good. I'm kind of glad we're like kind of picking up where we left off though.
Yeah,
with,
I am too.
Punk and Seth, which is funny because it was a year ago that they had their little promo thing.
Yeah.
Was really good.
Yeah, so, you know, we had to get through the Drew stuff, and now we're picking up right where we left off, and it doesn't feel like it doesn't belong, like they, you know, like it feels good, and it doesn't feel stale or anything. It just picked up right where we left off, and it's good stuff. The Women's Intercontinental tournament started. We had our first triple threat with Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, and Katana Chance. Katana Chance no longer sporting the protective face mask.
That's true.
And Dakota Kai got the dub here, so she is advancing in the tournament.
You happy?
I am happy.
He's very happy.
Give it to Dakota.
I don't even know who's in this one. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the tournament bracket. So we got Dakota Kai moving on to the next round. Zoe Stark, Raquel Rodriguez, Kaden Carter, Lyra Valkyria, Zelina Vega, Ivy Nile, and Alba Fire, Kairi Sane, and Natalia. I'm gonna say it.
And then, yeah, what?
Lyra.
Okay. I can see that.
In the finals. Lyra
in the
she
finals. Almost got
finals.
Queen of the Ring.
Exactly. Let's have Lyra versus Dakota.
I was gonna say let's have Lyra versus Raquel because I think Raquel might win it and then she can hold the championship with Liv.
Stop.
Unless Liv loses it to Rhea at Saturday night.
Ah!
Oh wait, no, that's Liv versus Io.
Yeah, that's Liv versus Io on Saturday. Yeah. Oh,
okay.
So maybe Io wins and then Kairi wins.
Ooh, who knows? It's anyone's ball game, Mufussy.
Maybe we get Dakota versus Kairi and Dakota turns on Damage Control.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Speaking of heel turns. What big heel turn did we get, MrGaleer?
Oh man, we got a very unexpected Kofi Kingston specifically heel turn. But overall, we had the New Day turn heel. We had the New Day's 10-year celebration. They had a nice little cute, like, introduction from Adam Pearce. They had all their stuff around the ring and around the entrance. And it was very, like, bittersweet because it was like, oh, you know, maybe it was almost like, I think I saw a Fightful tweet something. It was like either New Day is gonna break up, or Big E is gonna turn on them, or something like that. And Sean Ross Sapp was like, "It's much worse." Big E came out right when they were about to be like, "Hey, listen, it's been a hell of a ride, but we're breaking up. We're getting our divorce." Big E came out. First time he's been on TV in almost 4 years. Very sad that you know, we are where we are, but he came out and he was like, "You guys are crazy." He's like, "I've been rooting for you, da 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 da." And he said, "I'm gonna be your manager because you guys can't break up.
Yeah.
I'm going to be your manager until I'm cleared to compete."
Yep.
And I was like, oh, hell yeah. This is like what they need.
Yeah.
Then Kofi and Xavier Woods they said, "You decide to come back now?" And they're like, "Where were you 4 years?" And he's like, I broke my fucking neck. Come on, man.
And they're like,
And then they're like, Edge broke his neck. Kurt Angle broke his neck. All these other guys broke their necks, and they came back, and they didn't even have anyone waiting for them.
Yep.
And they just, like, the most, like, irrational heel turn you could ever think of happened. And it basically, they didn't attack him or anything. They just said, you know, they basically just said, screw you. We don't want you back. You abandoned us. Very, very, very unexpected. I don't think anyone was expecting this.
Yeah, I was just expecting Xavier. Like, I was expecting a full Xavier heel turn, but no. Kofi turning too was like, what the fuck?
And again, it's interesting because they started out as heels. But this, I think, is good for the New Day. I think Xavier Woods could have had a nice little heel run by himself if they did break up. And then, you know, Kofi is pretty okay. He's pretty over with everybody, so he would have been fine. But I feel like Xavier Woods would have plateaued pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So I think this is good. You know, they stay together. Maybe some kind of program comes out of it with, you know, Big E involved somehow. I don't think, the thing is, when he said, once I'm medical cleared, I'm like, I don't think he's coming back. Like, I think he said it himself. Like, he's like, something to the effect of, like, I feel the best that I've felt in years. And, like, I don't want to, like, risk that. Like, I'm
Edge
pretty
said
sure.
the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. But fucking Big E's injury was, like, his specifically was really bad.
Yeah, it was.
He got dropped on the fucking top of his head, brother. Like,
yeah.
It was not...
It was a rough
Not
one.
great. Yeah, it was rough. But, you know, never say never in wrestling.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't really want that for him. But if he's safe about it and they can make something good out of it, then go for it, you know?
It's one of those things where we'd watch and every move that he does will be like, ugh! Like, I don't know.
It's like with Punk, we were like, oh, tore his tricep. Oh,
Yeah.
tore his tricep.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, so, yeah, this was crazy.
Yeah, it really was.
It was the highlight of the night for me.
Yeah, same. I big agree here. I love this segment. It was very good and just very unexpected, and surprises are good in wrestling.
Exactly.
So, Gunther versus Dominic Mysterio. This was it was a really good match.
It was, but
the why is because Finn was like, hey, I want a match. And Gunther was like, no, you couldn't even beat Damian Priest. So, but you know who could? Dominic could. So so Dominic's gonna face me. And that was, so they just had that match set up that day. And it was really good, dude. Dominic did like 619s in a row to Gunther, and
yeah, it was very solid. Dominic beating Gunther would be insane.
it really would. Like, imagine if he pinned him right after Gunther's win at Survivor Series. Like, God, it would be insane. Big moment of the night. Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins. This was set up earlier. Right before this match, they showed a segment of Jey Uso getting attacked. And Sammy was like, who did it? Who did it? And he's like looking around, and he's like, oh, it's got to be Seth. It was Seth. He was talking his shit tonight. So he goes out to the ring, and they have a match, and Sammy is just delivering blow after blow to Seth. And he grabs a chair, and he's about to, like, fuck up Seth. And Seth was like, yo, man, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You're crazy. And then in Sammy's fit of rage, Seth got the most dangerous move in sports entertainment, the surprise roll-up.
Yup.
And he wins the match, and they're sitting there together, and he's like, use your head, man. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Sammy stands up. He's like, oh, my God. What am I thinking? I'm crazy. I'm just so crazy. I'm so angry. He turns around. Claymore. Drew McIntyre has returned to Monday Night Raw to,
I think-
I don't know, probably do the same shit he was doing when he left.
Don't give him another match with Punk. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's find something new.
Yeah.
I think this return would have hit a little bit more if Joe Tessitore didn't immediately say it was Drew McIntyre.
He did
Like,
a
obviously,
Claymore, dude!
I know he did a Claymore, but at first I was like, huh? Because it's like, I don't know. I think it when he does that, I think it defeats the purpose of Drew slowly like taking off the hood and building to that. Because it's like, oh, who is that? Not everyone's gonna know immediately.
I mean, I like the first time he did it when he was like, oh my god, that's Drew McIntyre in a hoodie.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I mean, that's the same
But,
thing
like-
that happened. He came in with a Claymore. He didn't do
know,
a
but-
random move.
Right. But I don't know. Let's be a little realistic here. If they're like, anyone could be doing a flying like dropkick.
It was fun. Drew McIntyre coming back, but I just, yeah, like you said, I don't want them. He better not go after Punk. He better not. We don't need it. They settled their beef in Hell in a Cell. Move on to the next thing. Let's hop over to NXT. You ready? Are you going to the store?
Yeah, let's do this, and then I'll go into the store.
Okay. NXT, the episode before Deadline. The Women's Iron Survivor Challenge Last Chance Qualifier. Wren Sinclair, Kalani Jordan, Cora Jade, and Jada Parker. Those were the four. Yeah, this was a very good match overall. The ending was a little silly, but like pretty good. Because friend of the show, Wren Sinclair, has officially qualified for the Iron Survivor by getting knocked out and falling into the pin.
It was cinema.
It was cinema. Basically what happened is Jada Parker is going, like, she goes off the ropes and she's running towards Wren Sinclair. But Lola Vice came out in between this, stands on the apron and goes to do like her spinning elbow. And Jada stops herself, but the elbow hits Wren. And Wren falls onto Kalani, I think. Or was it Cora? I can't remember.
No, it was on Kalani.
It was on Kalani? Okay, so Wren falls onto Kalani, and then they count the pin. And, like, it was very unexpected, but Wren Sinclair being in it, that's good stuff. And we
Big
called
pop
it.
for Wren.
Trips listens to Dropkick the Commute.
Yeah.
Because you
Big
said
pop
that
for-
you said
for
this
Wren.
last week. You said put Wren in there.
Put Wren in.
Yeah, and that's what we
Telling
got.
you. Hire me.
Number one contender tag team battle royal. What'd you think?
Also loved this. This is great because we're just getting more representation from the No Quarter Catch crew.
I think Deadline is going to be the NQCC show.
I think they're gonna own
Wren
it.
wins
I don't
Iron Survivor.
Think,
No Quarter Catch crew wins the tag titles.
they would be decked out in gold.
Charlie Dempsey
then-
attacks Trick Williams, ending the match in a DQ.
Doesn't he has the Heritage Cup or
He wants both. He kills Trick with the Heritage Cup
And
championship.
then Tony Khan shows up and said, I just bought NXT.
I just purchased NXT.
I like how every time we do this, Tony Khan comes
Khan's
out and
always
buys it. I just purchased. I was watching an old episode of Dynamite, and Wren Sinclair was. It was back in the pandemic,
Oh, really?
and Wren Sinclair
Was she
in
Maddie,
the crowd.
Maddie whatever?
I don't know. She didn't like have it. Like it was in the
Oh,
crowd.
she was in the
like, where
crowd, I see.
They put wrestlers in the crowd to like make it,
Yeah,
feel like people are there.
yeah. That's fun.
It was pretty interesting.
It's pretty...
Yeah. I think they'll all win, and then I think Trick Williams loses to Charlie Dempsey.
Charlie Dempsey's not in it.
You just said he's gonna win the NXT Championship. He's gonna show up and win.
No. He's gonna show up and knock out Trick, and
then
the match will
cash
end-
in his money in the bank.
cash in the Heritage Cup and say, we're getting rid of this championship, and I want the NXT championship. And then Shawn Michaels
then they
goes, okay,
trade.
I guess.
And he just gets to take it. He doesn't even have to win a match.
Yeah. He
All right, here you go. I can't argue with
I
that.
relinquished the Heritage Cup. We're getting rid of this, and I take the NXT. And then NQCC has
NXT.
all the gold. Eric Bischoff.
This was nothing.
He really did not need to be there.
He really absolutely contributed nothing to the show.
He literally stood there and just said, I created WCW, and it was captivating. Don't forget. And
that's it.
This is the place for Revolution now. And this is great. And I love Trick and Ridge. And I can't wait to see them beat the shit out of each other. And then Ridge broke Trick's neck on the commentary table.
So, the point of bringing Eric Bischoff, the point of bringing him in was to add some controversy, right?
Yeah.
Because he's so controversial.
And that's what, and fucking Vic Joseph kept saying it on commentary. Like,
And
that
then
wasn't just
he
a thing
shows
that
up-
I said randomly. It was, like, pretty dialed in there.
And then he showed up and just was the complete opposite.
Yeah, and did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ridge injured Trick, and Trick went to the hospital later on. Ava is at the hospital with him. They're FaceTiming, and she's like, Trick still wants to compete, so I have to let him. I'm like, what? Okay, I guess.
He's not cleared, but he wants to, so I gotta let him do it.
Yeah. So, it was interesting.
Ooh, is he gonna show up?
I don't know. Does Trick
Maybe Eric
show
Bischoff
up and
will.
defend?
Maybe Eric Bischoff will take his place.
Eric Bischoff takes the NXT title, and then Charlie Dempsey comes out and kills Eric Bischoff.
And then Tony Khan shows up and buys Charlie Dempsey.
And then says, see, Eric Bischoff, AEW doesn't suck. You suck. Galeer, I know you were very excited for Gigi Dolan's return last week. So what did you think of her match versus Izzy Dame?
It was a nice little teaser of what's to come for Gigi Dolan.
Yeah.
But I got a question.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Is she gonna be under some like management
Maybe.
of some sort? It wasn't really like crazy or anything. It was just kind of like Gigi Dolan match. But she's a good wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah, I like I said, I haven't really ever seen any of her matches, but I enjoyed this one. It was decent.
She was killer on the indies, man.
Yeah, you'll have to send me some of her.
Priscilla Kelly.
Who? Priscilla?
Priscilla Kelly.
Lastly, men's Iron Survivor Challenge last chance qualifier. What a fucking mouth. Men's Iron Survivor Challenge last chance qualifier. Boom. Eddie Thorpe has moved on.
I don't hate this.
I don't hate this either.
Everyone was booing. People were booing him.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why are we booing him? Because he's literally like in this whole time, he's been like in the right. Now, I don't necessarily agree with him putting his hands on a woman, like he did last week. I think he keeps being in the wrong place at the wrong time and getting framed, and I think it's a little fucked up.
Yeah, it is. It's messed up.
It is.
But no, I don't hate this at all, and I think it's gonna make Saturday more interesting because Axiom did not qualify. People obviously wanted Axiom to qualify, but like this makes it that much more interesting, and I think you're gonna split up that team.
I think Eddie being in the match is more important than Axiom being in the match.
Yeah.
Of kind of how we got here.
Roxanne Perez comes out and just does a little promo. She's like, "I'm gonna win," and then there's a brawl, and between all the people in the in the whole thing there. And Cora Jade was like, I'm pissed.
Nah, I'm not in the match.
But this was really good. I really enjoyed it. So, very good episode of NXT.
Yeah, agree.
Do you want to go into the store now?
Yeah, do I want to go into the fucking goddamn bitch ass store.
All right, Galeer. Let's talk about Dynamite. We're just gonna briefly cover it because it was basically just more Continental Classic matches. They were solid, but there's a few things I do want to cover. Shelton Benjamin versus Kyle Fletcher. Shelton Benjamin lost his Continental Classic match, so Kyle Fletcher cheated. He got the next 3 points in the tourney, and they were backstage, and MVP was like ripping apart Shelton. He's like, I'm disappointed in you. You let us down and all this stuff. And they're all standing there. MVP walks away, and Shelton and Bobby Lashley are standing there, and a cameraman walks past, or like a crew member, and he just takes him and shoves him into the garage door. Then security comes up, and Bobby Lashley starts beating the shit out of security. MVP comes back and starts hitting him with his cane and stomping on him. And he just looks at the camera and goes, that's what we do. We hurt people.
We hurt people.
So
I love toxic masculinity.
I love it too. It's great.
Oh, I didn't win my fucking match.
You should have won, you dumb shit. Take it out on innocent crew members. No, but I thought it was really funny. It was a good little moment there. Very silly. Dynamite doesn't battle royal. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly won. They're going to face each other next week at Winter is Coming. Adam Cole's going to win, and he's going to face MJF. That's what's going to happen.
Kyle O'Reilly doesn't matter in this story.
He doesn't. But he wants to be in it. So...
It's very strange behavior. I'm not at this point. I don't question most strange behavior in AEW.
Yeah.
The elimination was cool. How they did it at the same time. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun match overall. It was just like, man.
Yeah. So then they're having that, and then next week, and then at World's End, the winner faces MJF.
Yeah. Also, why is Brian Cage in this match? He's the Ring of Honor World Television Champion.
What does he need the ring for?
Yeah. I don't know. It's silly.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he just wants the ring.
I want the ring. It'll look good with my title.
It'll look good with my title that I never show off on Dynamite.
On television, yeah. I don't know. It was pretty goofy. Very silly.
Yeah.
And then one more thing I want to cover, well, that you brought up that was really good. Jay White and Pac had a match together.
Good match.
Very, very good match. Very entertaining. Very solid. Jay White has been killing it lately.
He's fucking on the rise in AEW, dude. He's cooking, as the kids say.
Push him to the moon. We just need Tony Khan to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, I feel like they have that problem a lot where they wait too long, and then it's like, all right, no one cares about this anymore.
Yep.
Let's start caring about it, you know?
Yep. After the match, the Death Riders come out and start attacking Jay White and stuff. Wheeler Yuta came out as well, and Jay White hit him with a Blade Runner. Marina Shafir hopped in, and everyone was saying, hit her, hit her.
Hit the woman.
Hit the woman. But John Moxley came out, does his move on Jay White. And then their Death Riders are standing there, and Hangman comes out. Just very slow, very, very ominous. He stands at the end of the ramp, and John Moxley gets out of the ring, and he has a little stare down with Hangman. They're having the stare down, and the cameraman that was like next to the actual camera, so it was the guy with the wire, like the guy that like unravels the wire and stuff, takes the wire and starts choking out Mox, and he takes off his hood. It's Orange Cassidy choking the shit out of Moxley, and Orange does a bunch of orange punches to the entire Death Riders crew, and it was pretty crazy. And then Hangman jumped in there, buckshot lariat to Mox, and Hangman, Adam Page, and Orange Cassidy are standing up, victorious. And they're like,
Hangman babyface, question mark?
Hangman!
Or do you think he's more of like Lone Wolf?
I think Hangman's kind of in an anti-hero state right now. Doing bad things, but also doing good things. Because he doesn't want AEW to die, but he also wants to be unhinged and do whatever the fuck he wants. This was a fun segment, very interesting. I would not mind Hangman going after Mox. I think that would be very cool.
I think it would be good. I think it's a nice little angle we're taking where, like, Hangman's kind of riding solo, but he won't, he'll help out and he'll let people help him out, kind of thing.
Dynamite was pretty good. Winter is Coming next week. I feel like a lot of stuff usually happens at Winter is Coming, traditionally, so might be a big show.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
The card looks pretty decent.
It does.
We've had bigger cards in the past, but
yeah.
Well, we'll take what we can get, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be good, and I really only care about the Death Riders story.
But we got the Hammerstein shows coming up soon, so that'll be really exciting. We got the Max premiere. Hopefully that's fun.
We got Matt Cardona facing Jericho
on Ring of Honor
Championship.
Yeah.
Jericho's trying to get more people to watch Ring of Honor. I don't know if it's going to work. But I'm definitely interested in that match.
The big thing is, like what you said, like, Honor Club. Watch ROH TV or whatever to, like,
Yeah, but no one's going to pay for that when they can just watch Dynamite for free.
Exactly. They need a TV deal. Stat. Or put it on Max. Just throw it on Max, bro. More people will watch it.
It's true, yeah. Put it on Max, and then people already... No one's going to pay... I mean, people will, but paying solely for a subscription to only Ring of Honor...
Yeah. Not worth.
Is kind of... It's tough.
Yeah. If it was on Max, I would watch Ring of Honor every week. I truly would.
They like, the thing is, they have a deep-ass catalog.
Yeah.
And, but it's just not, like... it's more for the diehard fans rather than, like, new, people that are new to it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Last thing we gotta do, Galeer.
Predictions.
You are the defending, reigning DTC Intercontinental Champion, and it's time to put it on the line for NXT Deadline this Saturday, live from the Armory in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So, here's what we've got. NXT Underground match, Lola Vice, Jada Parker. NXT Tag Team Championship, Frazier and Axiom versus NQCC, Miles Moore and Tavion Heights. Then we've got the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, Zarya, Sol Ruka, Wren Sinclair. That's a tough one, dude.
It is. It's a tough guy.
Okay. Men's Iron Survivor, Wesley, Ethan Page, Nathan Frazier, Javon Evans, Eddie Thorpe. And then the NXT Championship, Trick Williams versus Ridge Holland.
Oh no, Trick broke his neck. He's not gonna be there.
No, he still wants to compete. Ava said it's okay. She has to let him.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Right.
Sorry.
I have got Lola Vice winning.
I got Jada.
Okay. The only reason I say Lola is because Jada won at ECW, right?
It's true. Yeah.
So I say Lola.
And this is Lola Vice's match.
Yeah. But we'll see.
I might have just lost the title.
I don't know. But that one is differing. So, boom. Tag Team Championship, I've got the NQCC.
I also vote for them.
All right. The Women's Iron Survivor, I put Stephanie Vaquer.
Ooh, I thought Julia.
Okay.
So I'm going with Julia.
All right. That'll be interesting. I had Julia at first, and then I was like, I don't know. Because they just had her face Roxanne at the other... At what?
CW?
Yeah. No, at, the one before that show.
CW.
Oh, the CW premiere. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
I thought you
yeah.
said ECW.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
CW.
no. The CW premiere, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I have Wesley for the men's.
Yep. I have Wesley.
And then I have Trick retaining.
Yeah.
So our two differing ones will be Lola Vice versus Jada Parker, and then the women's Iron Survivor. Those are our two differing matches here. That's going to be a really good show. I am very excited for it.
Oh, it's going to be super duper fun.
Very, very fun stuff.
I'm also excited for it. And it's tomorrow, actually.
It is tomorrow.
Well, for the people listening, it'll probably have already happened.
No.
Depends.
This is going to come out in the morning. I'm determined.
Oh, he's on top of it. Yeah, as long as Nugget doesn't get in the way.
As long as you upload it. No,
All
I'm
right,
kidding.
relax. You don't need the hostility, pal, okay?
You gave me hostility at the beginning.
You're right, okay.
I'm just returning it.
Mean to me.
I'm just returning it.
Yeah, that's right. You have to be mean to me.
I'm just returning it. An eye for an eye.
You know what you should return?
Money.
Or you know what
to us.
Yeah! Yay!
Oh my god. No, real talk for a second. Hold on. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up. We're going to have a guest on our next episode. So that'll be fire. Very fun.
Tune in to find out
who. And then we'll have an episode after that. And then we're going to have another video coming up soon. That's a little different from what we've done.
A little quirky.
And I know we said that one time, and I never edited it and put it out, but I was editing it, and actually it was kind of garbage quality-wise.
It's bad.
So
yeah, it turned out bad.
We said, no, we're canning it, but we have a fun video coming out soon that's different. A little quirky. We're 7 months in. Happy 7-month anniversary. It's time to experiment, Galeer. I'm getting bored of you. We have to do some experimental stuff.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's time to experiment. You know, sometimes things get a little stale. It's time for us to explore.
Yeah, or explore each other's content.
We're in our exploratory phase.
Well, I'll have you know, I've been working on a little video for the channel myself.
Yes, in secret. No, he told me when he was doing it.
You gotta find out. You gotta wait and find out and see.
Yeah, so we have two fun things. 3 fun things.
2 fun stuff.
2 fun stuff. 2 fun stuff and 1 guest coming up soon. Oh, man. No, thank you guys for all the support. We just recently hit 2 million views on YouTube, so that's crazy.
Wow, $2 million. Thank you
$2
guys
million.
so much for the $2 million.
We're rich. Thank you guys so much. I can quit my job now.
I can pay off my student loans.
Yay.
And fix my AC.
Yay.
In December.
Yeah, you definitely need it now.
Totally. Dude, hey, I'm blessed. My heat works. That's all I care about right now. We'll out of sight, out of mind.
Out of mind until the summer. Hell yeah. That's
right.
But yeah, thank you guys. If you want to give us money, Ko-Fi link in the description. Keep on following, liking, sharing, commenting, all that fun stuff. And we will see you on the next episode of Dropkick, the Commute. Do the beep beep.
Beep beep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was everything.
Dropkick the Commute, shining bright in the night. For the conversation.